Voice of Indonesia. VOR.
Well, listeners, today here in our studio we have Mrs. Charlotte ESNOU from the Embassy of France. She is cultural attaché of the French Embassy in Jakarta, and she's also the director of Institut of Francais. And on my right side, we have Mr. Mohammed Faouzi. He's the deputy head of mission of the Embassy of Moroccan Kingdom in Jakarta. And today we are going to discuss about the joy after the Les Blues team wins the fight while it beats England in the quarterfinal. And when a Moroccan team, the Atlas Lion, beats the Portugal in the quarterfinal. So first I would like to say congratulations for the French teams.
Thank you.
To go through the semi-final, and also the Moroccan team to go to the semi-final. So, Mrs. Charlotte.
Yes, sir.
As we know that in Indonesia, every football games is something important. It is a party for the people of Indonesia. People may waiting until 2 a.m. in the morning because they want to watch a games. So, did you watch while the France beats England?
I did.
Saturday?
Yes, I did. On Saturday, I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning and
you wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning just for the game.
I had to. Yeah, it was mandatory to do that. Yeah, with the friends, with a group of friends, and woke up at 2 and I had, a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee, and then stayed up until the very end. It was a very high intensity game, very nerve-wracking, to be honest. Like every minute we were extremely tense until the very end of the game. Yeah, until the very last seconds.
So, did you watch it in the embassy or?
No, I was not at the embassy. No, we were at home. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the embassy is closed at 2 in the morning.
So how did you feel at the time? It is already 2 a.m. in the morning, right? So, so the mood should be different, right? So how did you feel at the time when you watched the games and then you know that France, the Les Blues team beat England 2-0? How did you feel?
Well, we feel, extremely ecstatic, first of all, because we know what it means. When there is, a win at this stage of the competition, it means that it's eliminatory, or you go, to the next round automatically. So the stakes are very high, and so for us it was, win it all or get out of the competition.
That's true.
And so, you feel extremely tense. Everything can happen, in 1 second. This is like this in football, in a few minutes, everything can change. So you're very tense until the very end. You hope that, we're going to keep steady. And for that, game against England, it was a bit like that. Until the very end, we didn't know how it was going to turn out. But we were confident, and we still are.
Okay. Mr. Mohammed, if Mrs. Charlotte say that she wake up 2 a.m. in the morning just to watch the game, I mean, the France versus England. So about you, did you also watch this game?
Of course we did. Of course I did. Actually, we stayed up all night. We didn't sleep that night at all.
Oh, you didn't sleep that night? Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions, and feelings of happiness and joy and pride. And, that we're very proud of the Moroccan national team, because it's the first Arab, African, and Muslim team to ever reach the semifinals of the World Cup. Yeah,
okay.
So
if Mrs. Charlotte say that she watched this together with her friends, what about you?
Actually, we go to a place in Kemang.
Kemang, yes.
It's a lounge, a Moroccan lounge, actually. Yeah, and we watch there. We get together with Moroccans, Indonesians, and even French nationals also.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we watch all together. So it was kind of great.
Since this is the first African and also Arabic team goes to the semi-final. So how did you feel as a member of this
As I
Atlas
told you,
Lion
very,
team?
very proud actually, and it's history in the making. You know, it's, it all started with a dream, and we hope we can we can go even further. And why not win the World Cup?
Exactly. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, so back to Mrs. Charlotte. So 2098 and then 2018.
Correct. Yes.
So 2 times.
Yes.
France is already on the top of this World Cup. So what is your prediction for this year? I mean, for this Qatar World Cup, will they repeat the history of the Russian World Cup, the last one in Russia?
Well, you know, there's a saying that says there's never 2 times without a third. So that's what I want to believe. I mean, you know, 2 times holder of that World Cup title, and the last one specifically. And so I think we're on our way to, you know, win it again and for it to be the 3rd time. Yeah. I hope that's my wish. That's the nation wish. Yeah.
As Mr. Muhammad say that maybe inshallah.
Yes, yes.
Inshallah. May God make it through.
Yeah, we'll make it through. But I have to say, I'm actually very impressed by the Moroccan team as well. And all the challenges that they overcame all throughout the competition. This was actually really impressive because they didn't have a very easy group, you know, at the beginning against Croatia and against Belgium.
Yes.
These teams were, you know, on the finalist during the last World Cup, and so they had the most difficult team to play with, and especially afterwards with, you know, against Portugal and Spain. It was just so impressive to watch it, and I have to say congratulations.
Congratulations for the Moroccan team.
Very much.
So, and during the until the quarterfinal, I think Moroccan team only get 1 goal, only one
In quarterfinal?
until the quarterfinal. So the other team only, I mean,
you mean we
defeated
received one goal?
Received only 1
and
goal.
it was like our own.
Your own doing.
No, received 1 goal.
Against Canada.
Against Canada.
Yes.
This well extraordinary.
Yeah,
I think.
it is. It is something amazing. Yes.
Okay, so the games will still semi-final and then goes to the final that as we expected. So what is your prediction about for the Moroccan team for their
I hate to say this, but I think we will win, inshallah.
Okay, we will win, inshallah. Okay. So, okay, and for you, Charlotte?
Yeah, you know, may the best team win. And that's, you know, Mabrouk for you and Vive les Bleus for us. We will see what happens. I do feel confident that France will win as well, but we never know, you know. Everything can happen at this time, at this stage of the competition. Yeah.
And I believe that all the team which goes to the semi-final must be, you know, strong team.
Yes.
Yeah, solid team. Just say, best team. But this is about, playing football. So every minute is a chance. Every kick is a chance to make a goal. Right. So who is your, favorite player or maybe the star in the French team during this semi-final that might be, make a goal?
Well, you know, all the players are important at this stage of the game and all throughout the competition, obviously. But I have to say that Kylian Mbappé is the player that we're looking also at.
I love Mbappé.
You love him, yes.
He's a good player, I think.
And so do I. He's also the top, I think, scorer at this point of the World Cup, because he scored already like 5 goals in that competition. So that's already very impressive in itself. we hope that he's going to continue to shine, yes, for the rest of the competition, definitely. But he's not, I mean, the only one. Olivier Giroud also has made quite an impression for this competition. So, and all of them, really. It's really a teamwork.
It's the teamwork, that's right. Yeah, okay. What about Mr. Mohammed?
Well, what can I say? I mean, the team players, I mean, they're all, they have high skilled, they're all highly skilled and very talented players. So I personally don't have a preference. But what I appreciate, as like you said, is the teamwork and team play. And the high spirit they kept playing with.
Okay, so as I ever asked you, Charlotte, and maybe the ambassador, when he was here on this room, that everybody knows in Indonesia that we are again, Charlotte, crazy while we are talking to football. But will you provide again watching together, or what we call here nonton bareng, because this is superb, I think. For the semi-final, it's also already superb. So will you provide a place or a watching together with for the fans here, especially in Jakarta?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we want to do, is bring people together, the American people, the supporters of the American team, but also the French supporters, and for the game on Wednesday. Unfortunately, the problem is that, here the timing is really late. It's at 2 a.m. In the night of Wednesday, of Wednesday night. So, I mean, in the morning of Thursday. And so it's a bit too late for us to screen it in a real-time situation. But we will definitely do a replay on Thursday at the French Institut. So around lunchtime at 1 p.m., we will have the screening in our auditorium on the big screen for everyone to come and watch and relive the moments that made the game, So that's the situation. But 2 a.m. is really too early for us to reopen. But we will know the score at this time. But that's fine to rewatch.
Okay, so 2 a.m. Yes, that's right. It's too late for to watch this football. But what about if that the football enthusiasts here in Jakarta? You can imagine if you, I think, haven't decided to provide this a place for the live games. It's a game. I think people still will come even for 2 a.m. in the morning.
You think so?
Yes. I waited at home. For 2 a.m. Same like you.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be a lot of places in Jakarta, like bars or restaurants that will open to watch the game at live at 2 a.m. Yeah, and for us, we'll do the replay the next day. But yeah, I'm sure, and even in private houses. I mean, if you ask my friends, I'm sure there will be a lot of them who will gather together, a bunch of friends, to watch the games at 2.
Okay, what about the Moroccan embassy?
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, 2 a.m. is very difficult for us to arrange such an event. But as I told you, we'll be going to the same place and watching the game live. Inshallah.
Okay, good. So, my next question is, I have a yellow card here and a red card here, so no one will attack the other here in this room, but so what is your prediction for the goal? It will be 2-1, 1-1.
Yeah, that's a big question. There's really also a tricky thing with that game that will happen on Wednesday, is that Mbappé, and we just spoke about him, is very friend with American player Hakimi, who plays in Paris Saint-Germain, and the two of them are very, they get along really well. They're like strong bound. And so this is going to be interesting to watch. These two friends who are used to play together in the same team in Paris play against each other for that game. So we'll, be looking at that interaction as well. Hakimi is a really strong player, and so is the Moroccan team. I think the difference that might actually play in our favor is that the Moroccan team might be a little more tired than the French one. Yeah. And I'm saying that because, during the round of 16, they played like 2 times extra time for against Spain, if I recall.
Yeah.
And then against Portugal, it was a very kind of long-lasting game as well, where we saw that the Moroccan players were a bit tired at the very end, with cramps in the legs and in the feet and so on.
And they have too many injuries also.
Yeah. It feels like that. So I think what plays in our favor in that situation is that the French team is a little more rested, might be, but it doesn't mean that we will win that one, but at least we're in the maybe better condition than the Moroccan team for this game.
Thank you, Shah. What do you say, Mr. Mohammed?
Yeah, but I just think that they will keep focused. They will fight for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're fighters.
Yeah. Since the captain, since he's got injury, so he will be absent in this game.
We don't know yet. I mean, it's not for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still don't know who's gonna be there.
So, FIFA provides $25 million for the teams goes to the semi-final. So my question
So
is,
France can take it.
Thank you. How generous of you.
thank you.
I think we will pass on this one. Okay.
So my question is that will the government, at least the football association in each country, in France and also in Morocco, will get more bonus than those $25 million for the team?
So your question is, are we going to get an extra bonus from this? Okay. From the French government, I don't think the French government gives an extra bonus. The bonus is really given by the FIFA, who gives it to the national federation, and then the national federation distributes it the way it wants. In the case of the 2018 World Cup, the scenario was a bit different because we were the winners, so we got a little more than 25 million.
Yes.
In that case, it's 40 million from
for
FIFA.
the winner, yes.
Yeah, that is being given to the national federation. And in the 2018 scenario, what happened is that, the players and the staff received 30% of that amount, and then the rest was reinvested into the national federation. But most of the time also, the players are, making donation to associations or different causes that they usually support also the rest of the year. But with that extra win, they just, redistribute it like that. So I think, this is probably what will happen. But no, the French government does not give any extra funding. What the French government do is that usually they grant, it's not usually, they give, a national medals to the winners of the World Cup or any, gold winner Olympic Games, players, for example. But in that case, a lot of the players that are being part of the national team this year were already there in 2018 and already won.
Yes.
So they already got the national honor and medal. 10 players were there in 2018 already.
Russian World Cup, yes.
In Russia, So they got la médaille, la Légion d'honneur, it's called. La médaille nationale de la Légion d'honneur. Yeah. So they already got it. But so I doubt that they will receive it twice. But
okay. What about for the Moroccan team?
Well, this is the first time we get to this stage. I don't know. I don't know whether there's gonna be something, but still, we don't have any information about this yet. So
Good. So
we'll find out maybe soon.
So, if the scenario, this is just a scenario, so okay, the Americans goes to final and become on the top of this game, so will they get more bonus from besides $40 million from FIFA?
Why not? I don't see why not.
Hope so.
But hopefully, yes.
Okay, so let's watch the games on Thursday, 2 a.m. But before that, I would like you, Mrs. Charlotte, and also Mr. Mohammed, say something to the football enthusiasts here in Indonesia and also all over the world about France team, the Les Blues, and also the Atlas Lion team, please.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you very much for supporting, teams, whatever teams you're for. May the best win again. Mabrouk to the Americans. Vive les Bleus for the French team and for the French, players, the French supporters all throughout the world. We are behind you, and it's going to be a wonderful game. So the most important is to be in good spirit.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Mohammed.
Well, actually, we've seen the waves of support that we received, in different parts of the world, including in Indonesia. And I just watched yesterday a footage of Indonesians praying in a mosque for the Moroccan team to win.
Yes.
So I don't know if you saw that. But thank you very much. And hopefully, let's watch the game and may the best win.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Charlotte, and
Thank
also
you.
Mr. Mohammed. I hope
much.
that
Thank
we
you.
can meet again here
Yes.
in this our studio
Yeah.
for the final, of course.
That's exciting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
for
Mohammed.
having
Well,
me.
listener, that was a light conversation with Mrs. Charlotte from the French Embassy and also Mr. Mohammed from the Moroccan Embassy about the Les Blues team and also the Atlas Lion team and their expectation for their team. And we hope you can, you always watch this football, the World Cup in Qatar, and then meet us again in this studio. I'm Daulat Pane. See you next time.